All right, all right, all right. Uh, hey, Elizabeth, welcome to the stage. And let's see here. The stream is live right now. If you go there right now, you can't hear anything. You can't see anything other than a messed up title card that I threw on there. So when we go live, and actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change up the OBS so that everything's going out to YouTube. Hold on. Hold on.
And
Oh
I'll
yeah.
I'll jump into the hill story.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. All
All right.
right.
Well,
Yep.
guys, it is 6 o'clock. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's get this
Uh,
party started.
let's see what Brian's doing real
Brian,
quick.
we recording?
Oh, yeah, we're live. I'm just doing. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just tweaking the OBS, what you can see in OBS. That's all.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. Well,
T-Boat,
let's get this
you're
party
good.
started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone, and with me, as always, pushing the buttons, we have our dear boss, Roma Nation.
It's Friday, y'all. I wish it was a happy Friday, but we'll get into it. So
We have a
let's
lot
get
of
it.
news today, and in our next chair, we have the lovely Elizabeth.
Hello, you guys.
And in our last chair, we have the wise man himself, Brian. How are you today, good sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Let's continue on.
Well, I did hear a little bit of what the stories are for today, and I'm very not excited to talk about what we're going to be talking about today. But Roma, let's get this party started. Hit us with the very first article, please.
All right. Well, before we get in this first article, I'm going to get with Biddy over here and to talk about what happened last night during the uncensored event of a particular show. Um,
Yes.
yeah, if you can go ahead and give us a kind of like a synopsis of what was discovered last night.
Absolutely. So let me just first start off by saying this is the type of stuff that we want to see happening in the Discord. This is the type of community stuff where people do groundwork and figure stuff out and bring it to the table because there's a lot of stuff to figure out at all times and more hands on the better. So there is a member of the Discord called Dancing Okapi, a female Discord member, and she called in last night with a question. Could the increase in voters on the SSA website be related to the March 7, 2021 executive order regarding voter accessibility? I read half of it and I don't see any designation of citizen, quote unquote citizen, and there's reference to any document given by the federal government or the Fed, she said, to be accepted, Section 3 verse. So when she brought that up to Tim and the crew, they actually admitted that they didn't catch this. So it was something that they immediately started looking into. They pulled up the executive order, and they were floored with the amount of strength it gives to the federal government to basically say to the states, you do not have sovereignty in regards to who can vote in your state. because of this loophole that was created by this executive order. It was tweeted out by Tim. You know, he basically said, "Holy," you know, and Bertman actually wrote an article today, and he came back really greatly to this lady in the Discord and thanked her for the tip. So we have a lot to go over with this. There's a lot of different things tied to it. Roma's right now kind of trying to look through stuff, a lot of the different executive orders that were signed as well that kind of play into this a little bit. It's really scary, folks, because I mean, this is something that people haven't really been talking about. I mean, we have been worried about, you know, different like states like New York and California doing different local things to allow illegals to vote. However, this affects the entire nation, whether or not you're a red state, whether or not you have some amazing, you know, local politicians that are fighting for the state's behalf to stop this.
Right, right. So this is part of this executive order here. So it states, whether consistent with applicable law, any identity documents issued by the agency to members of the public can be issued in a form that satisfies state voter identification laws. Now, let me break this down. Whether consistent with applicable law, any identity documents, so meaning any documents that are issued by a federal agency to the members of public, i.e., us, to members of the public can be issued in a form that satisfies state voter identification laws. So, which means that as long as they have a piece of paper from the federal government, any piece of paper that was handed to them by the federal government can now use this as a form that satisfies state voter identification laws. What kind of cockamamie BS is this?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean,
And
there,
yeah, go ahead.
there are so many people that already don't trust what the government's doing. This here is going to send it way over the top. And
Yep.
and you're wondering why they're pushing to take away your gun rights and why they're pushing to have immigrants vote in local elections. I don't even know why they're doing that. That doesn't even make any sense. If this is the case, then this is probably what it's for. You just hand them a document, you walk in and say, "Hey, this is the document I was given by the federal government that mandates that I can come in and vote in your elections." I'm sorry, what other country can I go to on planet Earth, be handed a document from their federal government, and walk in and vote in their country? I'll wait.
You'll be waiting
There
a
is
long
no
time. Better get a
country
drink
that
of water. Yeah.
There's
Sorry.
absolutely no country that exists like that, and it's really sad to, you know, now hear that our wonderful president has done this horrible thing back in 2021, and it kind of went under our nose, like a lot of things he did, and it really does suck, you know.
Nope. And also, because Tim did this last night, because I went and rewatched this segment. He wanted to see, because they use the word agency a lot, and so there's a part in section 11 of this executive order that says, except as otherwise defined in section 6 of this order, agency means any authority of the United States that is an agency under 44 USC 3502. So what Tim did is he looked that up to see how it's defined in law.cornell.edu, and it basically reads, defines the term agency as any executive department, military department, government corporation, government controlled corporation,
NGOs.
or other establishment in the executive branch of the government. I literally have chills reading this right now. Including the executive office of the president or any independent regulatory agency, but does not include the Government Accountability Office, Federal Election Commission, the governments of District of Columbia, territories and possessions of the United States, and their various subdivisions.
Aaron,
But yeah, go ahead.
real quick, Aaron, what do you mean by that? It doesn't give the ability to vote. It means to verify someone that is already registered on the voter roll. Right. We get that part. But if you're given someone else's social security number with your name on it and you're given that piece of paper, it satisfies the need.
Yeah, that document can basically, I guess, be used as a
And they can't fight it.
registering to vote. Right.
All right, so here's what I got on screen. This is from the Hill. It's like these are all the executive orders that Biden has signed into office. All right, so I know we've got a little bit of a paragraph here. We're going to go ahead and this is from the first 10 days. So we're just going to skip over that. So on March 8th, 2021, order establishing White House gender policy. Okay, order directive review of Title IX rule, which that's under fire right now. Order to promote voting access. So Biden signed an order directing agencies to increase access to voter registration materials to reduce barriers to voting for certain groups, including military, overseas voters, Native Americans, and people with disabilities. The president signed order 56th anniversary of the Bloody Sunday March in Selma, Alabama. All right, let's see.
This is the
Executive
one,
order
the refugee.
boosting, executive order boosting refugee admissions. Biden signed an executive order expanding the number of refugees who are admitted into the country via United States Refugee Admissions Program. The order did not clarify precisely how many refugees will be admitted, but the president said in a speech to the State Department Thursday that he is looking to raise the cap to 125,000 from a ceiling of 15,000 that was proposed by the Trump administration. USRAP and other humanitarian groups shall be administered in a manner that furthers our values as a nation and is consistent with our domestic law, international obligations, and humanitarian purposes.
Agreed, Diseffect. We need to autistically read all his executive orders now. The lawsuits against just this one need to be filed ASAP by red states DAs. I agree. And I think this is what I was thinking, Romo, when you were saying it earlier about what was the reason for the local governments of places like New York to push things for illegals to be able to vote. And I was thinking, and I don't know everything about this kind of stuff, but it just kind of triggered something in my head that if they were not able to get this under the radar, because they have all this time, we're getting to the end of the wire here, then these states would essentially be able to continue on with their, allowing illegals to vote. If this got brought up to the Supreme Court and got shot down.
Okay,
if
okay.
nothing...
Do you honestly, Vinny, do you honestly think that if this actually got to the Supreme Court, do you think they would shut it down, or do you think they would go like, oh, this isn't right, we should really look into it?
All right, so let's see, clarification from Aaron. No, so the name, date of birth, and the social security have to match when you are registering. It would explain the increased number of dead and invalid registration attempts, but it would not give the ability to vote unless they had a government issued document that had a falsified identification on it. So I'm guessing you're saying if they went to the DMV with false documents and printed an ID with their name on it or that person's name on it and used it as a government official ID. Kind of like what some teenagers do when they try to get into clubs. So they go out and they get someone to give them a fake ID.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there is still a lot of investigating going on here. I don't know if I did post, Roma, the article that was written by Bertman and posted today off of this whole discovery from last night, to which he actually did come back and thank the young lady from the Discord for the tip. So I imagine they did some extra work into this and kind of looked around and to see how strong this is to really overthrow the sovereignty of the states for voting. So I don't know if you want to.
Let me see. Where did you put it?
It has Biden's face on it. It's the
Oh,
SCNR
yeah.
article.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. So let me get to that real quick.
Because West Virginia and Mississippi they're actively trying to push back against this now. So
Okay, I think it's this one right here.
yeah,
All right, so this is West Virginia, Mississippi to defy 3-year-old voter access executive order form from Biden. West Virginia Secretary of State says we will empathetically not give up our state's duty to register voters to the federal government, nor will we accept voter registration forms collected by federal agents. Secretaries of State from West Virginia, Mississippi, Mac Warner and Michael Watson, respectively, said their states will not accept voting applications gathered by federal agents in conjunction with a March 2021 executive order issued by President Joe Biden. The executive order on promoting access to voting declares the right to vote as the foundation of democracy in cities. Obstacles faced by voter registration, including quote lack of information and quote barriers to access at polling places. Executive departments and agencies should partner with state, local, tribal, and territorial election officials to protect and promote the exercise of the right to vote, eliminate discrimination and other barriers to voting, and expand access to voter registration and accurate election information. Yes, that's great, but not at the expense of the safety of our elections.
right.
You know, there seems to be an issue here with where that line should be. Like, how do you have safe, secure
God
elections
damn it,
and
T-Bone.
also have the ability to so a safe, secure election and also have the ability to register in a safe
People
manner.
in good faith.
That's bad.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And that's what I think a lot because multiple things could be going on at once, right? They have a lot of resources. Anybody who's trying to do this tyrannical crap, they have a lot of resources to get this kind of stuff done. And one of the things that I think their focus is on for a lot of things that have been going on is forcing us into changing the way we do things here because we have to because we're up against a wall, like kind of breaking down the way we do things for certain reasons to like have people be able to vote and it not be put out there who they voted for, and that kind of stuff, to have like that kind of a database. But then you have this where you have to kind of go against that because we have to worry about who's voting and what they're doing and
Mhm.
all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
maybe in 2016 that was okay, but if anything that 2020 showed is that I'm not saying that there was voter fraud, but it shows exactly the reason why we need to have these provisions in place.
right.
Because in the beginning, everybody was like, "There's no voter fraud. There's nothing going on," and then it was, "Okay, that looks funny, but it still doesn't prove voter fraud." And then,
Mhm.
yeah, we understand that there's this whole issue. Remember the whole
Yep.
thing in Michigan?
In the
And it's
middle of
like,
the night.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Oh, well, they just stopped voting for the night," and it's like, no state in history has ever done that.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Little
even Tim
elves
said
came in.
that. Oh, that
You
one
don't just stop
wasn't
counting.
bad because
Right.
you can watch them. What?
Exactly. And
Hello.
on top of that, you've now
We can hear you,
given
T-Bone.
people- Yeah, we can hear you. You've now given people a reason to dig into it and say, well, why exactly did this happen? Then you had the video of all of those votes that came in during that pause in Michigan through what was it?
The
Was it
U.S. The
the US
trucks, right?
Postal? Yeah, the US
Mhm.
Postal Service.
Mhm.
And now obviously from that video you can't prove that it wasn't votes, but what were they then?
Right.
What else would be coming in at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
Yeah.
You
If
know,
you well, what's that saying? If you eliminate all the impossible, whatever's left, however improbable, must be the truth.
Exactly.
Article to an FBI agent friend of his through a mutual friend, along with a snippet that Roma shared. So he's trying to do his job and gets this message out as well. So kudos to Rick. Thank you for that.
Exactly. We'll go ahead and finish this up. Per the executive order, agencies are encouraged to consider ways to expand citizens' opportunities to register to vote by providing information through agency materials, include websites, online forums, social media platforms, and other points of public access. Agencies are also encouraged to distribute and assist with voter registration by vote by mail application forms. However, the executive order vaguely cites any identity documents issued by the agency to members of the public will satisfy state voter identification laws.
Can I address the big red elephant here in the fucking room?
Shoot.
Yes.
This is all blatantly unconstitutional because the elections are inherently state and local run affairs. Nowhere in the Constitution of the United States is Congress or this isn't even fucking Congress. This is the President of the United States has no power, has no constitutional authority to tell a county clerk or a state secretary of state what documents they must accept as valid ID if they require ID to vote. This is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
This is tyranny. That's exactly what this is. This is tyranny. And I applaud all states who stand against this. And for everybody out there, damn it, T-Bone, please stay on the stage. Okay. Anyway, what I'm saying here is Biden has no fucking power to do this. And if you're an elected county clerk or an elected secretary of state, this is a direct attempt to usurp your authority and your power that comes with that office.
Mm-hmm.
Ran over.
Exactly. And this is it's sort of the same thing, you know, when people talk about, well, you know, the election shouldn't be by electoral votes, it should be by, you know, majority vote, not realizing that doing that would completely eliminate the whole purpose of the Senate.
Right.
You know,
Wow.
so then you're essentially taking you're taking the power away from the states and then saying that California, Texas, Florida, Ohio, and New York, we're all going to run off
run the
their
country.
policies.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
right.
so there has to be a balancing act somewhere. But that's the part that they don't ever mention to you. It's just, oh, well, it's not fair because, you know, this it's but they don't think about that aspect. And most of these people
They
that
don't
say
give the
that
whole
don't live in our
story.
state.
Right. Yeah, they don't give the whole story because they know most people won't do the research, won't connect any dots, won't
About
look into it. And
90% of
then
the people won't do any research.
yeah. And this is also why they flood everything with information overload, because you don't even have a moment. You have to worry about your kids in school, what they're being taught. You have to worry about, you know, getting attacked and not being able to defend yourself. Like there's so many things happening at once that all these little things are just trickling and dancing behind the scenes. And it, you know, we always wondered, we always said, you know, over time, like, what is the hidden hand? What is the thing that they don't want us to see? With all of this distractions going on, what is it? Are they coming for the children? Is that the thing? Or, you know, what is it? And we're starting to see that they know that they need to retain power indefinitely, and that's and then everything else will just fall right into place because they'll be able to just control everything without us having any rights.
Exactly.
So by bringing in all these new voters, you know, it's just
Yeah, it's like
this is
it's like
this
it's
is
like
it.
it's like you as the American citizen is a goalie, and there's 1,000 like strikers striking a soccer ball at you all at the same time. Like
Yes, yes, exactly,
exactly.
exactly.
That's what it is, and you have to try and like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But
And
anyway,
you think about it with the Supreme Court. They're having they often said that their caseload is overwhelming. right? They said that they're just bombarded with all these different things. So will they see this and put it at the top of the list, knowing that it's going to affect everything anyway? If our government becomes entirely tyrannical, and they take away our ability to push back against it.
Yeah, and then
I,
essentially what's going to end up happening is the AGs of these states are just going to be like, yeah, we're just going to throw out these votes, and then
Yeah.
cause a whole other issue where they're like, oh, see, we told you they were cheating. We told you, look at what they're doing. They're taking away people's constitutional rights, and it's like, but they're not a citizen, therefore they don't have
Yep.
the
And
same
if Trump
rights that
gets
we.
in, they're gonna do the whole thing all over again with saying that it's illegitimate.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but anyways, but I'm glad we were able to get that out to you guys, because
Yeah.
this is very, very important to know when somebody says, when they say that, oh, that the president signed 17 executive orders yesterday, you probably should look into them and see exactly what they're about, because I'm gonna tell you right now, number one, Biden can barely write his ABCs.
Oh, God damn it.
Nonetheless,
Yep.
his executive orders on his own. He's not doing this by himself.
Not only
Yeah.
did he not write them, but I bet my entire paycheck that he doesn't even read them. He just signs them.
Oh,
He just puts it in the
absolutely.
signature. It's just a line. It's just a scribble.
He's essentially, now this is alleged, YouTube, but in my opinion, this is kind of like the Manchurian Candidate. He may not have a chip in his head, but he's literally just the face of
Face
the
of what?
entire circus
No,
that
it's
is
not a
going
great
on
movie.
behind.
What are you talking about?
The Manchurian Candidate is a movie. It's basically like they put a chip
Denzel.
inside, and yeah, they implanted a president to be able to be controlled by companies kind of like BlackRock, and those kind of like companies that rule with money. So it's kind of like that thing. And by the way, for everybody in the chat, I threw in that that link to the Hill article that shows all the executive orders that happened within the first few months of the Biden presidency, if you want to check that out.
Beautiful. All right. Well, we took
Thanks,
up
Benny.
enough of your guys' time on this order. Just spread the word. All right. So we're going to
Yeah.
go ahead and move on. I mean, we're not going to be able to get through all these stories, but I've got a couple of them for you. All right. So we're going to go to Elizabethy's favorite news site, the New York Post. Model left with broken jaw from brutal robbery outside of swanky New York City lounge claims security just watched the attack. A New York model says he was left with a broken jaw after missing teeth after a brutal robbery outside of the swanky Manhattan lounge, and is now planning to sue the night spot, arguing security did nothing to stop the attack, the Post had learned. What makes you think that security is going to save you if the police won't?
Right. Like top flight security is not coming to your aid, bro. Like,
yeah, right. It's
they
like,
got a
oh, come
flashlight
save
and a
the
whistle.
day.
You just gotta flash somebody.
Exactly. Got to save his moneymaker, I guess.
Anybody.
Right. No. Flashlight.
Exactly. So Adam Bird, 33, just left the East Village Little Sister Lounge with the pal on March 16th when a group of men punched, kicked, and beat him with a belt before snatching a $35,000 necklace off his neck. Bird, the police said. The Bird claims the bar bouncers refused to help despite being mere steps away during the beatdown. Now, did this happen right outside the club? Because if it didn't happen inside the club,
they don't really have any, yeah.
They have no jurisdiction, because they walk outside the club and do anything, then they can be held liable. So that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, and everything
see.
that's been passed in New York with just allowing criminals to flourish, and anybody who helps gets in trouble. You think that these guys, these bouncers, they don't get paid a lot. You think that if, like you said, Roma,
No.
the cops aren't doing it, they're not going to step in. And because of what you said, if it didn't happen in the club, it's out of their hands, and they can use that as a way to say, listen, this is out of my hands. I'm not getting in trouble for
Yep.
this. I'm not getting in the middle of this.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
most of these bouncers are either being paid under the table or they're contractors. So the club has no
Right.
obligation to them except for what's
Right.
happening like in the club.
Yeah.
You know,
And swanky club or not, it don't matter because I've worked for places that cater to billionaires and I was making like $10 an hour. So it doesn't matter if you're working for a swanky club, they get paid like peanuts.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is that were these immigrants that did this, or was it just a couple of
Just
teenage
random
hooligans?
ruffians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just walking the street late at night, going, "Hey, look at this chain." But they're not even afraid to go to the ritzy parts of town anymore because they know nothing's going to happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, moving on to NBC News. Man on terror watch list was released by Border Patrol. This, friends, is how you get conflict at the border.
Yep.
Well, I mean, after everything that we just talked about, I mean, I guess it all makes sense, right? This is
Hmm.
San Antonio. An Afghan migrant on the terror watch list spent nearly a year inside the U.S. after he was apprehended and released by Border Patrol agents last year, U.S. officials told NBC News. The man was arrested on Friday, in February, and then released last month again by immigration judge who was not told he was a national security threat. How in the world did that happen?
Wait, how does the judge not know that the person is a national security?
Why don't you check? Oh, nobody told me. Like, what the heck is that excuse?
Dog,
Like,
you're the judge. What are you talking about? Oh, nobody told me. No, you're supposed to do the research, guy.
exactly.
Mohammed Corwin, 48, was freed on bond as he awaited an immigration hearing in Texas scheduled for 2025, U.S. officials said. There were no restrictions on his movement inside the U.S. Wow. Late Thursday, Corwin was taken into custody again by Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents, and Homeland Security spokesperson said a source familiar with the matter said that based on the information currently available, there is no reason to believe this individual entered the country as part of a terrorist mission. So let me get this
Source
straight.
familiar with the matter, bruh. I hate that saying so much, but continue.
Let me get this straight. So peaceful protesters are dragged into a DC court to do years in jail. But a person on a terrorist watch list gets to go free twice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I don't-
They're
priorities.
Mhm.
Priorities.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness gracious.
Our country is being essentially flooded with possible militia. That I'm sorry, but that's what it looks like. If everything is checking out and we're seeing like that guy that came in and he was just like, "Oh, you don't know who I am, but you will know." Like, did they bring him to the side and say, "What did you mean by that, sir?" Like,
Mhm.
Sir, I bet you in a week nobody still knows who you are, guy. You're not that important.
yeah, well, I mean, he believes he is, and I'm sure, with just, oh my goodness gracious.
All right, and very last story, again from the Hill. 43 Senate Republicans write to Schumer to demand Mayorkas trial. All right. 43 Senate Republicans, led by Senator Lindsey Graham, that name again, signed a letter of Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer demanding a trial on the articles of impeachment against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, which House managers are due to present to the Senate next week. Notably, 6 Republicans did not sign the letter, including some who had questioned whether the House had shown compelling evidence or Mayorkas committed high crimes and misdemeanors. The standard set by the Constitution, and noted that he implemented the border policies of President Biden. So, well, either way, if Schumer says no, then he's disenfranchising a third of the country.
Correct.
Right.
So, I mean, balls in your court, slacker.
Again,
Anyways,
we're talking about U.S. Constitution 101 shit. When the House brings articles of impeachment against any administration official or judge, for that matter, the Senate has a constitutional duty to hold a trial. The Senate has a constitutional duty to initiate the proceeding to determine whether or not that person should be removed from office. basic constitutional duty. Of course, if Chucky Schumer wants to sit on it, ain't nobody gonna stop. Can't nobody make him move if he don't want to. I mean, I guess turnabout's fair play. Just the same way that Turtle Man sat on all those Obama judicial nominations, to include a Supreme Court nomination. So, I mean, it's politics. It all comes back to politics. But yes, Schumer has a constitutional duty to initiate proceedings.
Yes. All right. It is that time. Let's have
We're
some
gonna need
fun,
the
shall we?
games.
Yeah, we're gonna we need this
What's going
today.
on?
We need this
Wait,
today
what
on this
happened?
Friday.
Huh?
We need you, T-Bone and Brian, to liven the mood, man. We need a game white pill right now. 2 games. Best
Dude,
games.
I mean, okay. All right, Brian, you go first. I'll go second. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, that's the way we normally do it around here. All right, it's time for Beer Not, folks. Little game we like to play around here. Well, I'll present 2 headlines, one from the Babylon Bee, the other one from a real news source, allegedly real news source. And your job is to pick out which one is which. All right, so Roma, if you'll do the honors, you can see my text file here. If you could do the honors, create a poll. Headline number 1: Trump thought valet was on a routine job when he was in a secret meeting with the FBI. Headline number 2: Trump indicted for taking more Chick-fil-A sauce than he actually needed for his order.
Wait, you can be indicted on that?
I mean, shit, they'll indict Trump
Like,
on anything. I mean, come on.
No, like I know that there's a thing that you can somehow indict a ham sandwich or whatever, a cheese
Yes.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't exactly know how that works, but I've heard that that's true. So I
Mhm.
mean, okay, sure, yeah. I mean, okay. I don't know about you guys, but I like Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
I mean, that is the Lord's chicken. So
Yeah.
The Lord's chicken?
That's what Trump said too.
Did he actually say that?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow.
I mean, keep in mind, Trump
Right.
actually did buy a bunch of Chick-fil-A for a bunch of people today.
1
So-
minute and go.
Okay, guys. Okay, so to figure out who did the thing and who's actually gonna pick the article, I am thinking about picking article number B. I mean, honestly, can you really order too many Chick-fil-A sauces? I mean, that's what I want. Can you actually do that? Oh yeah,
I
you
mean,
know what? I'd like to order a box full of your Chick-fil-A sauce. Dude, what?
if it's wrong, I don't want to be right. Give me those sauces.
And apparently the Chick-fil-A sauce is like super easy to make. Like it's apparently not that difficult. Allegedly.
Oh, is it really?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right, poll ends now.
Okay,
Yeah.
folks.
So who's
Yeah.
winning? Yep. What happened?
Hold on, I'm trying to.
What happened?
I'm gonna reveal the winning article. Hold on.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Now
Patient-
I want Chick-fil-A.
Patience, young Padawan. You are correct.
Me too.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean I can do the song?
You can do your song, T-Bone. You can do your
That means I
song.
can do the song. All T-Bone does is win, no matter what. No matter what, guys. No matter what.
No matter what.
Even when I lose, I win.
Nice. Good job, T-Bone. Good job, everyone.
Thank you so much. Now, does that mean we get to move on to our very next game?
Yep, that it's a special edition today.
I am so excited. It is of Caption This, and that is the game where we get to play, and I give you the photo, and you give me the caption. We are doing 2 photos today. I am so excited for 2 photos. Today, we're going to go with none other than Nemo, and we're going to go with the man playing his guitar.
Oh,
Uh,
we got 2
Mm.
today.
yeah. It's a special day. I said we were gonna have 2 today. Did you not listen to me yesterday?
I forgot.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Funny because he's playing a guitar, and the kids are also, their faces are also painted. But nah, I think the Nemo one is probably gonna be the better of the 2, just because I mean he be pimping. I mean, man, if I've ever seen a pimp who's a clown and a fish, it would be that.
I'm trying to think of something.
Wait, Aaron's asking what's in the left bottom corner. Coral Reef. It's Coral Reef blinged out. Duh.
Yeah.
Come on now, Aaron. Get it right.
It
Jeez.
and like bubbles.
The bubbles. Don't forget about the bubbles. I said it once, and I'll say it again. Don't forget about the bubbles. Kiss impersonator does trans story time. That's actually a really good one for that. That's honestly a really good one for that. Like,
Mhm.
wow. I'm kind of a little speechless, boss. What are you thinking, bud? Sir?
I just
Boss?
posted mine.
Oh,
Merlin rolling in straight cash as he sits. It's Marlin. First of all, it's Marlin, not Merlin.
Oh,
Get
I am so
yo
sorry.
James right. Jesus Christ! When was the last time you
There.
saw Finding Nemo? Man, okay. So I was reading this. I'm just like, who is Merlin?
I've never seen
so
Finding Nemo.
Marlin. Oh, shame on you, Biddy. Shame on you.
Sorry.
As he sets the record for the most eggs for artificial insemination. Wait,
Oh
isn't that
my
a thing
goodness.
where, okay, guys, weird fact about clownfish. So okay, this is gonna ruin all of your childhood if you're as old as me or a little bit old. So in actual biology in the ocean, what would have happened in Finding Nemo was that Nemo would have changed his gender to a female and then would have repopulated with his dad, because clownfish have the ability to, be both genders or whatever, or like change their gender. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. But yeah, no, the Finding Nemo is all a sham. It's all a lie. Sorry to burst your bubble. Sorry to burst everybody's bubble.
See, what do I got for the second one?
Yeah. See, so I was going with like Kiss, like with like children. The band Kiss playing in front of children who also look like Kiss. But I sadly only kind of got like one Kiss member, but it's cool. It's whatever. AI is fine. It's cool.
Kiss kids, I'm going to hell.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That kind of that came out of my mouth wrong. But Kiss the band and children.
Oh boy, yeah, I don't know. You got a couple of I don't know, Hitler-looking mofo's over there in the back left corner.
just as long as Aaron doesn't call me Joseph again.
Jeez. All right, so what else we got here? We got Bribin Nemo. We've got Shiny Bangles. He does Kiss impersonator does trans story time. We've got That Does Not Look Like Coral Reef. We've got Marlin rolling in straight cash after he sets the record for the most eggs for artificial insemination. We've got, I remember this one, Kiss Kids, I'm Going to Hell. We've got Fish Are Friends, Not Food.
What?
We've got Gene Simmons' tongue still less traumatizing than Biden's nose.
Hey, I'm just gonna let the kids, touch my hairy legs in the
Mhm.
pool, and then they just rub it up and down, and I let them sit on my lap. It's all good, dude. No, it's not okay, man. Stop it, stop it.
Jeez. We've got Kindergarten in Satan's Service, or better known as KISS.
I think that's your winner right there.
Oh man, I'm
Kindergarten
putting
in
I'm putting
Satan's
mine on
Service,
that one.
Yeah, no, that's a really good one for the Kiss one. But for the Finding Nemo one, I mean, guys, come on! I want to hear some really good Finding Nemo captions. I mean, what are these pictures bad, or is that why I'm not getting any great captions for anything? Like, what's going on, guys? Come on. Come on,
They're
That's
man.
probably
funny.
trying to focus on one at a time. I still haven't come up with one, so
Okay,
I can't
Sanasi,
judge.
sir, what you missed is we are playing the game that you have won a couple times, but today we've done it twice. Double time. So we got Finding Nemo and the Kiss, the band playing in front of children. Yeah, it's messed up. It's pretty messed up. I'm not gonna, but it's not Kiss. It's kind of like Sting if he was in the band Kiss. Like, so Sting the
Oh boy.
wrestler if he was in the band Kiss.
Do you
Nemo,
see
all I
the
do is
one?
win. Oh yeah, baby.
Nemo
That
turns to
deserves.
only fins and makes bank.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a really good one. Oh, why? Why did I not think of that? Wait, is he like the? No, I'm not gonna say
Well,
anything.
I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull those four because it seems like those are the only four that are making a
Busted?
splash. So hold on.
Yeah,
A
I mean, like
splash. But
I would love to make a splash. Splish splash. I've been taking a bath, but I don't know. Hey
All right,
Brian,
give me
which
just a
photo do you like
second.
more?
I kind of lean more toward the Nemo one.
Well, it's not Nemo, it's Marlin. So get your facts right, first of all.
Okay. And then
Okay, no, but seriously, it is.
Aaron,
I'm working on it. Give me a second.
you guys are so good at this.
Okay, I think the kindergartens in service, whatever that one from Stiffy. I think that one definitely wins it for the Kiss.
Well, I'm setting up the.
I don't understand. Does anybody know why Gene Simmons, named his band Kiss?
I think it was actually Stanley that named the band, but no idea why they named it that. No. I mean, when
I
they
know why they wear makeup.
I will say this:
My
when I
husband
was
told me
younger,
this morning.
I thought the tongue from the guy in Kiss was fake, and then like I saw him without his makeup, and I saw him like do the tongue thing, and I'm like, whoa, that's super crazy. That's weird.
All right, polls up, ladies and gentlemen. Choose wisely.
Choose wisely, man. I'ma choose it. I'ma win. Watch me win. all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Hello?
Oh man, we got a three-way tie right now. Oh, nope, one
You have
broke
a
it.
three-way tie. Nope, T-Bone is also doing the thing. Wait, so we still need to do 2 polls because we have 2 pictures, boss.
No, I'm doing them together. 'Cause
Man,
we
kindergarten
only
is
had
okay.
4. We only had like
Okay.
really 4 in total that had 20s.
Okay, whatever. All right, I will still add that I do like Sanoski's Nemo. All I do is win, 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 and I like Stiffy's Kindergarten in Satan's Service. That one's pretty good.
All right. Well, guess what, T-Bone? You're in luck
What happened?
because one of those took the prize.
Well,
And
one
the
of them took the
winner.
prize for the one that I wanted, but whatever, it's fine.
That's right. And the winner of Caption This goes to
Lady Stiffy.
Lady Stiffy, Kindergarten
Just
in
said that.
Satan's Service.
Congratulations, Lady
Nice,
Stiffy.
Stiffy.
You have won not only today, but you have won everybody's hearts, and you have also won in the past. So congratulations to you, my dear. Congratulations.
Nice. Let me see. Where's Stiffy? I don't see. Oh, there you are.
Lady Stiffy, do you have a minute to give a speech of how you feel, and if you'd like to thank anyone?
I'd like to thank my family and the academy, and it was just truly an
Nice.
honor to be voted. And I literally didn't even see the picture. I've been weed eating and mowing, and I just heard you talk about the picture about it being like Kiss with children. And the only thing that I thought of was what back in the 80s, all the Christian moms were saying something about they thought KISS stood for Night in Satan Services or something. So that's why I posted it.
Mhm.
Wait, you were around in the 80s?
Honey, I was born in the 70s.
A lot of us were T-Bone.
And
Right.
Man, this is
my
upsetting.
grandson is having his birthday party tomorrow.
Oh, dude,
Aw,
is he turning
congratulations.
21?
Nice.
He'll be 6.
Oh, dude,
And
congratulations! Tell him T-Bone said happy birthday.
I will. He's my little
Yeah.
Coda bear, and he's getting Legos for his birthday.
Hey, that's
Aw.
what's up. That's how you do a
You know-
birthday.
Yeah, you know what's up. He's gonna be happy.
I do. He is. I got him a Minecraft Lego set, and he wants to have a Minecraft birthday. So, got to go to the store in the morning.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, that was
That's
my son's
awesome.
last year. Was Minecraft.
Oh.
He loved it. They all did.
Mhm.
Well, I was hoping he super loves everything tomorrow. That's why I'm trying to get the yard finished so that way it doesn't look like garbage whenever everybody gets here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Mom doing the work.
Report back
Heck
on Monday.
yeah. I will. I can send you a picture, Mitty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that way if anybody's interested, I'll just DM it to you since I don't have privileges just yet. I'm about 3 months in, 4 months in.
Hey, Stiffy, I would like to
Absolutely.
thank
Getting
you
close.
because you have been a loyal supporter and person just being there for the shows. So you know what, dude? I'd just like to take a second and just thank you, bro. Like, dude, you are so great. Just thank you so much.
I love this show, and sorry. My favorite show is Midday Rush. My second favorite is The Weekend Leftovers. So,
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
Midday Rush, that's how we do it.
well, it's just because y'all got voted most interactive or something on the Timmys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got
yeah.
voted
And
most interactive or something. I don't even know, but we have an award because we're amazing.
yeah, and
Most
I just really
engaging.
love it.
Most
It feels
engaging,
like it's
yes.
more interactive. Yeah. It feels just like more people are interacting during y'all's show than any other one that I've been in. So I appreciate you guys.
Oh, you're
Thank
awesome,
you so much.
Stiffy. Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
All right. How do I hop down, or can somebody bump me back down? I've got to
We will
finish
Yeah.
take
weeding.
care of all of that. Thank you so much, Biddy, for being here. And your acceptance speech was honestly, in my opinion, probably better than Patrick's the other day. Like Patrick, he kind of went on and on, but Stiffy,
Well,
she was short, sweet, and I liked it. I liked it. Boss, do you think we have time for one more short article, sir?
All right, let's see what I can find. Actually, I would. You know what? Instead, I'm going to do a bonus caption this.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay. I will
Yes,
release
sir.
the stream.
All right, I'm going to put this in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. This is your bonus Friday caption this photo right now.
Oh my gosh, guys. I want to say that I created this photo, and man, it has been that photo, I don't want to tell you how many times it took me to make, but that is probably hands down the best photo that I have ever done did do. Okay? Guys, this is what the is that this? That's not the Supreme Court. That's the Congress, right, boss? I don't even know what house
That
this
looks
is.
like
The
the
House of
Senate.
Representatives.
That's
Okay,
the House
guys,
of
this is the Senate.
Representatives.
Is it the House? Oh, yeah, you're
Whatever.
right, because of up top there.
Whatever. I don't care. They're all clowns. They're all idiots. Nobody knows their names. Nobody. I haven't met one single person that could even tell me their state person's name or their local person's name. I mean, guys, that's really bad. We really need to get at least a little bit more knowledgeable about who we are electing into these seats. You know, who we're electing to put on this clown makeup, because guys, it's not cool. They're old. At least most of them are old. Sorry, but get some new blood in there.
All right. Now we're not gonna put 20s on this one. I just wanted to see what your guys' responses were to this. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start off with yours truly with business as usual, and then we've got the DNC. Then we've got what I see in my nightmares. Then we've got the true State of the Union. Then we've got exchanging white wigs for rainbow wigs. Then we've got a group of baboons is called a Congress, and now they've unlocked clown show status.
Nice.
Then we've got Fetterman dress code proposal passes unanimously.
yeah.
Then we've got Congress decided to dress for the jobs they actually want. And then last but not least, the Un-I Party. Get it?
The Un-I Party. I don't get it.
Uniparty.
I'm sure it's funny, but oh, well, the Uniparty, but yeah.
No, that's how it's spelled here. I'm not sure where you were going with that, Christoph, but good, nice try. All right.
I mean,
so,
yeah, they're all dressed the same, so yeah, they're all like Uniparty. They've decided to just come all together.
I guess that makes sense there.
Mhm.
Okay, why can I not stop streaming? There we go.
Oh, shit.
We lost T-Bone
Again, it's
again. All right, well that's fine. So what do we got? What do we got tonight, Brian?
tonight, immediately following us, we've got the Pretard Cast, followed by Timcast IRL. We have there's no uncensored show
Callers.
tonight, so it's going to be weekend kickoff with that crowd, and then we've got tomorrow. The next thing on the calendar for tomorrow was actually, leftovers. So
That's right.
Yeah. And my
No, no.
show is also going to be tonight at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Complicated Relationship Show as well.
Yes. And then I know that tomorrow we've got Cast Castle Watch Along.
Oh yeah.
So you want to show those guys some support
Oh yeah.
by coming in. You get to talk with them on stage, and then you get to do a watch along with some of the shows they've been working on the past year or so. And then of course we got poker at 8, and then of course yours truly, Roman Nation, at 10 p.m. And the episode is going to be This versus That. Oh my God, what is mine?
It's like
Did
the
I forget already?
two
Oh,
tier
the
justice.
two-tier justice
Mhm.
system. Yeah, look at that. I
Mhm.
forgot my own show. There goes that. But anyways,
Just too much information,
too
bro.
much information going on at
Overload.
once. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I'm glad this week is done. But
Yeah.
without further
No, me
ado,
too.
T-Bone,
Hello?
go ahead and send
Yeah.
us off.
Oh yeah, let's end this party, guys. Thank you so much for listening in to our very own midday rush. I am your host, T-Bone. That is the boss, Roma Nation, the lovely, lovely Elizabeth, and the wise man himself, Brian. Please end us out, good sir.
All right, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. But it's time for you to get off my lawn, stay on the sidewalk, because the Pretard Cast is next.